What's going on, everyone? So I did it again. We have the fails to deliver all year long for GameStop now completed, as well as AMC. So total amount for the year 2021 so far for GameStop is 23,495,710, or 23,495,710 shares, which is 53.4% of the current float. Now, if we look at the chart, boopity boo. It's the kind of the similar thing we saw with AMC. Going up, coming down. Really hasn't done much other than the fourth, I think, was right here, or the fifth. Yeah, that was the last time we had over 1 million. But again, something to keep in mind is fails to deliver are not going to show up until you go through the NSCC for clearing. So if they're not using the NSCC for clearing and settlement, which they're likely using the Fed Reserve, you're not going to get fails to deliver. That's the byproduct of clearing with the NSCC, is because the NSCC guarantees securities being delivered. So the fail to delivers actually come from that guarantee from the NSCC. So looking at AMC's real quick, this is AMC's. As you can see here, not much. And then we go back to GameStop. I like that graph better. Hold on, let's use this graph. Let's use this graph. I think this is the one. Right, Dad? Nope, that's not the one. I think this is the one. Where's that fancy looking one, man? That'll work. Yeah, similar, very similar. So yeah, we have 53% of the float for GameStop. For AMC, it is 38% of the float. Now, while there may be a ton of more fails for AMC, it's the float that matters, right? So 38.7% of the float. When you add up all of the fails this year for AMC, which totals out to 197.8 million, compared to GME's, 23 million, which happens to be more of the float. Now, what's interesting is if you take that total amount, right, that 197,787 for AMC, and you divide it by their float, or their shares outstanding, it's about 40%, right? And then you take the float for GameStop and divide it by the shares outstanding, which I believe is 76 million. It's 30%. So there's a 10% difference in shares being failed as far as in respect to the float. But yeah, you got to remember, the NSCC is the body that is creating fails because of their guarantee. They guarantee delivery and settlement of shares. So whenever that doesn't happen, the NSCC is actually the one that owes these fails to the participants. So I feel like you thought that was interesting. 23 million total fails this year so far for GameStop, and or 53% of the float. That's nuts. Let's go.